Welcome everyone to a Scouts of Intent Reforged replay at Bar Sagat. It's a nice 5v3 for you. And if you can't see up the top left hand corner there, this is a 69,000 frame replay. Thank you very much. Anyway, we'll muscle our way through it. We'll get there at the end. Now before I get started, if I get through other Reforged replays just like this, there are links displayed on your screen and also in the description below. There's also a PayPal option, subscribe to our Patreon, or stream destination link if you'd like to support my work. But if you'd like to support my work in other ways, please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's get into it. So, we've got the Realms from Ladders here, committed by Joran, who sent me in the replay. We have some Archers of Rivendell here, Norrentina Warriors, 2 units, Elder Enemy Archers, and some Godhelm NUR armoured up. The rest of his army is apparently down here, I believe. We have some Notice Guardians, 2 units here, armoured up. We also have more Guardians armoured, some Brunei and River Wards, some Swords of Rivendell, some Elder Enemy Swordmasters, Spears of Rivendell, not armoured up. We have some Gwaithei Arthane, 2 units of Lattice Sentries, 2 units of Elder Enemy Spearmen, and some Swords of Rivendell, I believe. And that's it for him. We come to his first ally here, Arthadane, commanded by MP Beckerme 13, who has some Dunan Peacekeepers here, armoured up, I believe. Some Illuminat's Gate Guards, some Grey Company, which are hidden. We see some Arthane Men at Arms, basic model, no armour upgrade. We see 3 units of Arthane Pikemen, armoured up, some Dunan Troll Slayers, and some Grey Company. So he's got 2 units of Grey Company here. We have some Dismounted Knights of Illuminas, a Trebuchet, some Evedom Archers here. We also see some Evedom Spearmen here, armoured up. Looks to be just the 1 unit. Some Dunan Peacekeepers armoured up, and some Dismounted Lost Aaron Knights. I think that's all I can see there for them. There's a unit actually up here too. Some Dunan Rangers are hidden, and some Lost Aaron Knights are up here too. Fancy that. Alrighty, down here we've got Gondor, commanded by Vivarax. It's a good name. We have some Marksmen of King Andros here, 2 units. Some Veterans of Asciliath armoured up. Some Ithilien Rangers here. I think we've got 2 units of Ithilien Rangers looking at this. You see some Raven Helms of King Andros, some Gondor Infantry, armoured up all the way. Like Vivarax has clearly gone for an elite style Gondor army. Every maximum armour upgrade option that is available he has used, it seems. We see some Gondor Spearmen here. I think 4 units of Spearmen. He's gone really heavy on the Spearmen today. We see some Guards of Asciliath, 2 units. Citadel Guard. Holy smokes, 3 units of them. We see some Fountain Guard here. Holy smokes, 3 units there too. And then Multi and Honor Guard. So, this is a very elite styled army. Very heavy hitting army. And definitely an army that will be very good at holding choke points for sure. So, expect great things from Vivarax. No pressure. Next we have the first of the attackers, Rudar, commanded by the Effin Emperor of Man. We have some Rudar swordsmen here. Looks to be 4, 5, 6 units there in that line there. We have some Dunman Hunters. I think 2 units there, and some Rudar Marksmen on the end. We have some Trollshore Axe Throwers, 3 units of them. We have some Rudar Clansmen armoured up, 2 units I believe. Behind them, some Richholm Slavers. The General is not in this unit. We usually find him in this unit. We see some Etymos Trianters here, armoured up. Not armoured up. 2 units of Etymos Trianters here, my bad. Some Heridan Berserkers, and some Forodin Javelins. We'll try and find his General later. I'm surprised I didn't see him in the Richholm Slaver unit, to be honest. Anyway, moving on. We have Umbar, commanded by Fortuna Tex. I don't know why I struggled with that. But Fortuna Tex, I don't think I've seen before, so if you're new to Reforged, welcome Fortuna. Fortuna's got some Harbingers of Casimir here, Neru Sentinels, of course their Blackguards here, 2 units, and the rest of the army, as we all know, is hidden. So, our next attacker is Mordor, commanded by Tsunami. But I don't think I've seen before either, so if you're new to Tsunami, welcome to Reforged. We have some Beasts of Golgoroth, a decent Javelin unit, but really skittish. Be careful with these guys. They can break or run amok very easily, so don't put them under too much pressure. If you're going to use the Javelins, make sure you shoot from afar. And then, once they're out, just charge them in and hope for the best. Really. Okay. Next we have Orcs and Misty Mountains, countered by Steelo. I don't think I've seen before either, so new Steelo, welcome to Reforged. We have some Cave Troll Drummers here, some Heavy Goblin Infantry, some Cave Trolls, I believe just the 1 unit here. We see some Heavy Goblin Spears, 2 units there. Some Heavy Goblin Halberds, 3 units there. Some Heavy Goblin Crossbows. I'd be surprised if we didn't bring 2 units of them. You've got Heavy Goblin Archers mixed in there, 2 units. Some Snagger Skirmishers. Some Snow Trolls were there. Heavy Goblin Infantry, 2 units are here. Some Heavy Goblin Infantry more is here. And some Cave Trolls as well. Okay, the last attacker is Angmar. And it's commanded by Jev. Everyone knows Jev. We've got some Witch-on Blackguard here. 2 units of Witch-on Pikemen armoured up. The dreaded Witches of Angmar. Some Witch-on Guardians here. 2 units armoured up. Gunnback Guard, 2 units. Blackwatch Legion. Not armoured up. Just the 1 unit of them, surprisingly. Some Witch-on Scourge Raiders, 2 units armoured up. And some Angmar Marauders. I think 2 units of them, possibly. And that is it. So, let's get this battle started, guys. Enjoy. Now, we will do a small cut here, guys, as the armies reveal themselves. Well, we also have some Olag High here from Tsunami. Well, we'll commentate on the Umbar and Mordor forces later on, once they get closer to the city of Bar Sagath, and the engagement is about to begin. So, see you soon. Alright, guys, with the Trebuchet firing, the attackers made a critical error in their approach. Oh, that looked juicy. Got some trolls as well. Now, as you can see here, they have packed this canyon all the way through. So if the Trebuchet gets one lucky shot into the centre here, these guys here are going to lose a ton of men. We've got Blackguard of Barad-dûr, we've got Sauron's Will, we've got Orc Archers. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, the attacker's getting a nice reprieve there. Just minimal casualties in that one. Oh, and Tsunami's actually holding here. He's not setting these guys up. He's not trying to get them out of the canyon. That is nuts. The attackers are really putting themselves at a great disadvantage by doing this. We've got some Temple Guard here. Oh, this is gonna be a bit high, I think. Yeah. Well, high and to the right. Very lucky there to get away with that one. What target they go after next? Look, if I was commanding Trebuchet, I'd just be pounding this area, trying to get it going as fast as possible. Aiming for the spots where they're most densely packed the most, which is probably at the front here. So if I was trying to get the most casualties, I'd probably be aiming for the Sauron's Will right about now. Maximise the chances of getting extra kills, especially with the Blackguard of Barad-dûr, Orc Archers, Orc Maulers, whatever. You can still get a few kills here, but the window to use the Trebuchet is closing fast. I think the attackers so far were really lucky to get away with that one. It could have been far worse, much worse. Alright, so we're getting close to an engagement. The Elfin Emperor is setting up some Rudar clansmen now. Usually you see them send up javelins, axe throwers, even light tier archers, even archers, both mid tier to elite up first, just to get some shots in. So someone got some shots in. Okay, Emperor setting up both his units of clansmen first. What's waiting for him? We've got some Arthanane pikes here. Don't know why Joran is pulling back his guardians. He only needs to pull them back if they see him, then bring up some Etymos Tronters or Trollstra Axos, I guess. There's Daman Hunters there. Swordsmen, more Hunters. We've got a lot of troops moving around the valley here. But we have no defenders firing down here at the moment. Which is a little bit funny to see, actually. We've got marksman Candros here. Looks like they lost a few men there. But they could have been firing on the Moron archers. We've got some Sauron's Will here. Again, more Moron archers. I'm surprised we don't see any defending fire coming, any defenders firing down at them. We've got some marksman Candros right here from Vivarax. Sauron's Will. Again, all decent targets. But Vivarax is not shooting. MP's moving around some Evidum archers. He's not firing in the valley. It could be as a grace period, but as I say that, we can see that the attackers are firing on them right here, right now. MP's setting up some Duna peacekeepers for some reason. I learned long ago the hard way you should never do this. The attackers just have the edge over any defending forces on this hill. The elevation makes you exposed to all their archers, javelins, axe throwers, whatever. You're just too exposed as a defender to try and engage the enemy right here. Vivarax needs to pull back his men a little bit just so he can use this hill as protection, forcing Tsunami's hand to move forward. Okay, finally, he's firing. But he's targeting the Oracle. I would have gone after the Moron Archer unit myself. It's a more of an elite styled unit, plus it's not in loose formation. And they're also firing this way. But this is a good thing. This is a blessing in disguise here. If that doesn't give Vivarax attention to fire on these guys, nothing will. We'll come back to him shortly and see what he does. But he's got to start firing back soon, or he's not going to have too many men left. What have we got here? Who's firing? Okay, archers are shooting into the Dunman Hunters. We've clansmen just acting as a rear guard. We'll probably see them surge forward in a second. Alright, surprised I didn't see the Emperor move up the Rudar clansmen before. But, you know, well done to Joran for getting his men in there. It's 1% to 1% so far. Okay, Rudar clansmen being sent up. MP's moving up some Evidum archers. We can probably fire in. I mean, there's a lot of troops down here you can hit. Trollshaw Axo is definitely a target worth shooting at. Maybe you just go after the Dunman Hunters and get some secondary hits here with Trollshaw Axos. Maybe you go for the Trollshaw Axos and get hits on both the Dunman Hunter units, as you can see they're both behind and in front of them. Alright. What's going on over here? What's he doing? Okay, he put them in loose formation and brought them back a little bit. Moron archers are right there for the taking. Okay, Ravenhelm's down to 89. Archer fire is pretty wild there. You'd think Vivarax would want to fire a couple of volleys into the Orc archers here just to reduce their numbers a little bit. Heavy Golem archers moving up. Again, no proportionate response yet from the defenders. They're just sort of taking it. Vivarax does have a lot of quality in his army.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
You pull them back, get them in loose formation, return fire, but you shouldn't just leave that unit there to be shot. This unit's being shot at by both the Orc archers and Heavy Goblin archers. They're moving up another archer unit, I wonder. No, it's just Orc Maulers. Okay, Marksman starting to succumb to that. Tsunami might have actually attacked too soon. Because Vivrax and MP aren't moving forward. I think maybe the move here was just to allow their archers and javelins to go nuts on their front lines. If they weren't searching forward to attack or pulling back, or shooting back at them, then they should have just brought up their own missile units just to deal with this front line. They're already doing that with the Corsair Blackguards. And they're firing on the Gondor Spearmen. That looks like Ranger fire there. The Athelian Rangers, or Junon Rangers, one of the two. Grey Company, actually. Got that wrong. Not a bad idea at all. Against really bunched up. Not the best armor. Yeah, that's a proportionate response right there. A few volleys will definitely help the defenders out anyway. 3% to 5%. Alright, you're probably firing a little bit too much now. You want to conserve your ammunition too, there's a lot of enemy units to deal with. The Grey Company has done its job. We probably should save that for when the first wave really picks up, or when the second wave gets going, I don't know. But I think MP just needs to wait a little bit to allow the attackers to really commit to this attack before continuing to use his Grey Company. He used his Grey Company at the right time, but after that he should probably just know when to stop a little bit to conserve his ammunition. He's getting some kills here, some of which is valuable, but the Grey Company is capable of getting so many more kills if used in a similar situation where he first started using it. I think he's in danger of wasting all that ammunition now. All the rest of it. Marksman Kandros, I really think it was a mistake not to fire on the Moron archers. He would also get hits on the Blackguard of Barad-dûr, and Sauron's Will, and Temple Guard to boot. You've got 4 units here you can get good hits on, but he's just not taking advantage of that. That's just a shame. I don't mean to be critical, but if you've got my honest opinion, that's just, there it is. Alright, what we got here? Swords of Rivendell down to 62. Emperor is actually firing on the Swordsman of Rivendell. I think his target's actually the Arthanate Pikemen, and the Swords of Rivendell just getting in the way, so well done to Joran for being the meat shield in that. This is a light tier infantry troop, so they do appear to be armoured up too, looking at that. With our swordsmen down to 3 and not breaking, that is impressive. Usually those guys do break. These clansmen I think broke before but are back. I think I can see why this replay is 69,000 frames. It looks like the attackers are really taking their time to give each move some thought before actually doing it. A lot of thought. They're trying to plan a few steps ahead. I myself tend to just plan step by step and hope things work out. Arthanate Pikes sent up. Judging from the units they're facing, they should do pretty well here. I think MP is looking at holding here with Joran for some time. Virax was also sending in some guards with Svilia. I think it's a little bit overkill based on what we have here already. And the guards with Skill are do face a greater risk of being targeted by axe throwers and javelins, maybe, assuming the attackers can get a shot on them. Just felt that the guys were a little bit exposed where they were. Okay, MP's pulling back. He doesn't want to clear this hill here. If he gets down here, it's no different to being where MP sent these Doomline Peacekeepers before. It's the same principle. He's just exposing himself to archers and axe throwers the further he moves down this hill. So, where Joran is kind of the sweet spot where you want to stop your advance. You want to try and hold here, but not progress too much further. It's kind of like a red line. Okay, 5% and 10%. I don't think too much is happening on either front at this stage. So we'll just watch here for a minute or so, and then we'll head over to the other side and see what's happening. MP's setting up his unnamed pikes. I'll be a bit careful here, though, guys. So let's say a big, geez, I can't think of the right word now. A big critic of the arcing of bow shots, unless it's a big blob. But you just want to be careful, much like the attackers. They want to blob at their troops. Because if MP's Evan Marchers started firing right now, they'd arc their shots upwards, much like the attackers are doing right now. And the odds of getting a hit are pretty good. Most of the ammunition, you'd be surprised, would be wasted. Most of those arrows would find their mark. Now this blob of the defenders isn't too big, but the odds of a hit are about 50%. It's not too bad. Alright, that ammunition is coming all the way up there. You could easily tell that based on well, it wasn't arcing, it was more direct. We've seen multiple defenders do this in the past. It is a good spot, especially for rangers as well. What's happening here? Oh, okay, we're that far away. Alright. Okay, Gondor infantry down to 101. Being shot by the heavy gun archers. Not the worst in the world, but down to 30. It'll take the unit a while to succumb to that. But we also have what we have here. Okay. Of course their crossbows are firing on them. That fire is coming courtesy of the Master of Andros, which is down to 66. The veterans of Ascilia are firing. Vivrax and MP need to communicate here. They're getting in each other's way a little bit. I think MP should get his Grey Company up here. That way he might be able to get some good arcing shots here into the heavy government spears, into the front line of the attackers. And more importantly, he could be out of Vivrax's way, so Vivrax wouldn't be arcing his shots. As you can see, some of the veterans there are shooting upwards, mainly because they had the Grey Company in front of them before. Okay, the Grey Company there, or did they just halt fire and disappear? It's possible they halted their fire and disappeared, I'm not sure. Warren to the north not firing. Marksman at Canvas, I really wish they would start firing here on the Moron Archers. I think Vivrax could get a lot of good kills there and would do a lot of damage to Tsunami's army, so I think Tsunami's been very lucky to get away with it. And of course their crossbows down to 52. But Gondor has had to use a lot of ammunition though to get them down to that stage. Gondor infantry is lost about 16 minutes since we last checked in. The attacker's sending in more troops, but so far it's really only the Gondor Spearman line that's been engaged. MP's uplaying pikes and more just standing by. It's a little bit funny for it. Alright, there you go. We've got some Impending ranges here from Vivrax. Tongue got a little bit twisted there. Alright, they're falling fast. It's probably time to stop. You'd really want to use your Impending ranges if they send up the Blackguard of Barad-dûr. The Beasts of Golgoroth, if you want to use them effectively, I think they need to get them up to here so they can throw their javelins into the line here. I think that once they did bring up the beasts, we'd see Vivrax and MP really start pouring it in to try and bring down those beasts. Now this is a real mistake here, I don't know what they're trying to hit there. But pretty much all their ammunition's being wasted, which is a little bit sad to see. What MP's trying to hit? What is down there? Seen a couple of hits there, but nothing fancy. Infantry down to 82. Out of marches, they're out of ammunition. Marksman Campbell looks to be pulled back. Fast Air and Knight's not doing too much. I suppose they haven't been used at this stage. Okay, we've got Ranger Fire coming in. Doing on Rangers here from MP Beckerman. You did note that he had them up there before. So they halted their front wall. The Barrow-wights are coming in. 2 units of them, in fact. Vivrax has got to watch the air. And Joran are getting a little bit too close for comfort. Same with MP. We've got units from all 3 defenders here. You don't usually see units from all 3 defenders in the same spot, except during the last stand, of course. Usually, one player from each of the defenders covers each choke point, and the middle defender just supports both players based on who's under more pressure at the time. Defenders are making their way down the hill. Be a good idea to bring up some Trollshire Axelots. That unit's already heavily depleted. It's possible that the F1 Emperor is a little bit nervous sending up another unit of Axelots, considering his first one was so heavily targeted the first time around. It's understandable. This would be a good opportunity to send up some Snargut skirmishers, I think. These are all units worth shooting at. Even the Etymos Troll Hunters. Judging from that, it's possible. You get some decent javelin shots even here. straight into MP's men. With Rax and Joran, sorry. Hell, even the Witches of Angmar can probably take out this whole blob here. The further it moves down. Could be a big missed opportunity here for the attackers. Alright, let's go and check out the other side and see how this attack is evolving. Alright. Steelo is setting up his cave troll drummers to try and boost the morale of his men. What have we got here? We've got Snugger Skirmishers, 109 left. We've got Ranger 5 there, is that from the Grey Company? Yes it is. Beast of Goldbroth are getting any good shots in.
Something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
He's probably just waiting and hoping they're out of ammunition. What's happening here with this unit? Okay, most of his veterans are shooting upwards, that's not good. Probably needs to get them up here on the hill where the Athenian Rangers are. They're firing in right now. What's this, a reloading? Who are they shooting at? They're not shooting down this direction. Okay, also, now they are. I think maybe they're targeting the heavy spears and the Snarger's just getting in the way of them. 15 to 27. It's hard to believe saying defeat is almost certain at this stage. Balance of power is with the attackers. Okay, even up there they're getting good shots here on the attackers' line. Okay, it looks like the Rangers are targeting the Snarger now. They're down to 33, so they're taking losses fast. And to 21 so far. Steelo in danger of losing his snow. Gondorian Spearman and we've got an amount of arms here too. They're right there. And Evident Archers as well. There's only a thin line between them and their enemy. The defenders are unfortunately wasting their ammunition. They're going to try and hit the cave troll drummers.
Defeat seems almost certain.
That's always a good sight if you're on the receiving end of it. Okay, Corsair crossbows, pretty accurate. They're also getting kills. Nice when Candros down to 66 there. Alright, so what's happening over here? Looks like the Athenian Rangers are trying to target the Ethnos Troll Hunters. Definitely worthwhile. Tried to use the barrel as a meat shield, that ain't happened. Body piercing ammunition. Okay, unit down to 62 here. Out of range. I half thought we were seeing, Black Watch Legion come on. We've got a Black Watch Legion commander, so we sort of gave it away from me. Volunteer Warriors out of ammunition. Okay, we're about almost a third of the way through so far. Now, this isn't to say he didn't bring any, but I didn't see any Black Marine Band before. Which is a little bit unusual. Range is pouring it in. Ranger's definitely taking care of business. Okay, we've got inline pikes here. Which are on pikemen. And Ranger's firing at them. Right, I'm just trying to get in the battle line. Or to the front of the battle line. So it seems like the defenders here are slowly being worn down. But both Joran and MP have sent up some additional units. Wiverax doesn't appear to have any more units over here. There's a Great Marine Band. And they're armoured up too. Apologies if I missed that earlier. Maybe I forgot about it. Replay will decide. This is odd. The Blackguard Barrier do it at the front, but they're not pushing their way through. Also, Blackguards in the back there. Who else is shooting? No one. Also, Blackguards don't have a target.
Something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
So we've got some lob shots that are coming into the wardens to the north. Looks to be some javelins there from the Corsair Blackguards. Most of the ammunition is missing. Alright, defenders pressing forward now. Typical archers. Still have ammunition, but being sent in way too close. Alright, Blackguard might have a shot here. Who's shooting in? Let's see how effective this is. Probably want to target the innermost gate guards personally, and they can maximise their hits. We've got 2 Corsair crossbows left alive there. Looks like MP and Vivrax moved too far forward a little bit and lost the protection of that hill. Sauron's were getting away with the Corsair Blackguards there. I think had Fortuna Tex given a little bit of free reign there before they brought up the Sauron's Will, we could have got a lot of good kills, a lot of good hits here on the nice gate guards and taking them down much faster and quicker with these Corsair Blackguards. Sauron's Will's just in the way now, they can't fire. The defense wasting a lot of ammunition to bring down the last of these crossbows, which is down to 1 middleweight. He's trying to save his last crossbow. That's admirable.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Piercing ammunition coming from the Ethereum Rangers.
Only half the enemy force remains.
There are a lot of enemy troops here. I suppose it wouldn't entice anyone to use their archers. Imagine this unit would be pretty exposed here to those rangers. 39 to 50. How things are going here. Allies 32 and 74. No fire. Oh, too early to use the witches. Maybe on this blob here if you can, but the other units, they're too bunched up. Okay, which is a little bit bloody, but no casualties just yet. Witch ammo, got a few kills there, not many. We're going to save those guys for a more opportune moment. A better opportunity. Or the opportunity, this guy's saying. Coming from the Grey Company. Okay, the elevation of their forces has obviously helped with that. And we've got more ammunition coming in from doing ranges up top. They started firing again. I don't know if he has 2 units of ranges up there. But MP is being very conservative with that unit. been firing it on and off for a while now. Might be out of ammunition. And we've got motor sentries leading the charge on the right flank. Left flank struggling to follow it up because there's no pikes back here. This is where Vivrax should come into to try and drive Hangman back a little bit and bring the line up more evenly. Joran gets too aggressive here, he could leave himself to be outflanked. Especially if Vivrax isn't set up, he's going to spin on the support. Well, I thought he was coming before. What was he doing? That Marine Day in the mix. Okay, so Joran's committed some heavy hitters here. Taking a few casualties. Up against these units that they're facing, they should do fairly well here, especially when they're fighting with their later sentries. And that fire is courtesy of the Norrington Warriors. Not a unit you want to be able to use their ammunition effectively. Joran Trosso is down to 73, so not firing at this stage. So that attack is going down a little bit. So we've got Steeler here trying to make a nice push. It's a decent effort, but they need more. They need more men. They need more goblins. The Snow Trolls and the Cave Trolls, I think, could tip that fight in their favour. We've got Goblin King's Bodyguard here. I don't know if we have Black Bear Mountain Berserkers, but it might be an idea to save them for the late game. The Goblin King's Bodyguard, the general is in that unit. He's not in the Black Bear Mountain Berserker unit. What we've got here? The Duno Trosso is throwing in the javelins. That's that fire. That's not ranger fire. Warns of the North. They're not firing. They probably should be firing. Especially if they're in the heat. They're in the heat of the battle, which they pretty much are. We've got two Duno Trosso units currently Javies in at the moment. It's good fire there from all the matches. $47 to 61. Oh, Goblin King's bodyguard being sent in. And MP's going for the heavy goblin archers. Assuming they're not outflanked by any unit, they should do okay here. So, Fortuna Techs probably should bring them back, give them some space, and allow them to throw their javelins into the sides here with do not control signs. Okay, sniper trolls are being sent up. Well, they were being sent up, but they've stopped. We've got 2 units of Berserker shield bearers being committed. Who's shooting at me? Well, we've got Impending Rangers firing in now too. It's a fairly decent fire. Veterans out of ammunition. We've got 19 warriors coming in, okay, so that's that fire. Mivrax, and he's getting his marksmen and Impending Rangers there bunched up together, which is devastating to the fire of the marksman Candos. Alright. Now, well, Tunatix has to advance. He has to advance. He has to get his troops into the ranges and the archers, try and drive the attackers back a little bit, sorry, the defenders back a little bit. So the rest of the forces can overwhelm the defending forces here in the area. Maximise their kill count without losing too many of their own troops. Oh, okay. Nice volley there. Even took out a troll drummer. Alrighty, the attackers have breached the first choke point. And it looks like the defenders are giving up this area. 3 trolls went down there in that one. Nice hit again. And took out another troll drummer. Probably the last one or 2. Talk about being unlucky. Trail of fire. Yep, he's being cooked. It's like a game of playing Dodge the Troll. Alright, now that this choke point is lost... Oh, MP's knights are being destroyed. We've got non-tuner warriors here. Still have ammunition themselves. Looks to be some sort of pathfinding issue. Okay, we've got Great Company being sent down here. I think they may be delaying the enemy, buying time. Joran's non-tuner warriors definitely getting some sort of glitch there on him. He's struggling to get him out of there. He's running out of time. Okay, Joran is really on the run here, you can tell. The defenders are pulling out in a hurry. We've got some Disciplined Knights from Luminous down to 5, so they've been in the action for some time. Looks like the witches fired a little bit here. There they are, they're down to 6, so they've lost a few. How many do they have left? They've got 4 left. 3 are bloodied up, 1 looks pretty healthy. Scourge Raiders down to 21. Joran's men could hold here for a little while longer, in fact. Unless the attackers bring up the rest of their army and just overwhelm the position. But if they do that, does MP have any more surprises left? He's got some God Helm. Elderly Archers. That would be effective if the attackers did bring up their forces all at once. So Joran and MP, and even Vivrax, should probably keep an eye out for that. And if they do that, put their archers on that ledge and just fire down. I think Joran's gone to Archer watch, so to speak. But so far, probably not worth firing anything at the moment. Okay, cave trolls running around,
Changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost
trying to
certain.
capture the last of the dismounted Knights of Luminous. They should get out of there. Got 3 veterans of Osgiliath. Amazingly, they're still alive. I thought they'd be gone for sure. Alright. Poor Joran did not get his 19 warriors out of there. But here, just on a Faunus Knights. Broken. Looks like we got some very captains who do, yes. I haven't seen any Nazgul yet from Mordor, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw them later. Harbingers of Casimir being brought up. So Fortuna Tech's most of his army is intact. A lot of his good units are yet to really be used, which is good to see. Combat Legion. So this is pretty much what's left of Fortuna Tech's army, but he does have some Casimir's Rangers. And those guys still have full ammunition. I haven't seen them used any yet as of yet. Olag High looks pretty healthy. They're actually a little bloodied up. We've only lost 1 troll though so far, so it's unclear how long they would last. Alone they won't last long no matter what. Sent up, the rest of the forces they'll last a little while longer. Alright guys, so we might do a small cut here. Well, as I say that, we see the attackers bring up their forces here. We'll see what Joran does.
Seems almost certain.
Okay, so we'll do a small cut here guys, and we'll come back if the other archers start firing.
We're under attack!
Alright guys, the effing Emperor sent up some Ethelmor's Troll Hunters, throwing the Jabbies away, taking out the Marksman Kandros. Definitely a good idea. The Marksman Kandros are a decent melee unit, not just a good archer unit. That's why they are so pricey. They're a good all-rounder. The Emperor's been able to get some good kills on them here. Done a bit of damage. But he wants to use their ammunition. I think he's trying to get them out of there. Vivrak's trying to make sure he doesn't get away. Looks like he will save a couple. They are shaken. I don't think they'll round well. Alright guys, so the F and the Emperor and Vivrax have engaged in a little cat and mouse skirmish match. They're running back and forth. Ethelmor's Hunters throwing their jabbies when they can. Marksman Kandros returning fire. Now the Ethelmor's Hunters definitely, I think, have won this match. They've definitely taken down more of the marksmen.
We're under attack!
Who else is shooting? Got some Bellicate marks, but they're not firing. I've got a second unit Bellicate marksmen here. So I think we'll times 2 speed up a little bit. Grenade Berserker's moving up. I don't think they've used their axes yet. Okay, they're getting in closer. We've got some Duno Troll Slayers coming in. Oh, good volley. They got a second volley in for sure. Oh, who are they targeting? Okay, they targeted the Italian Rangers. Down to 62. By getting some friendly fire there, which one Scourge Raiders down to 10, still have axes and they're throwing them away. At the enemy, of course, not throwing them away. Jesus said that wrong. A lot of arrow fires, not really hitting this mark, is it? Okay, if Vivrax isn't going to use these guys, he needs to pull them back. They are getting killed. We've got Trollster Axos here. People have really struggled to fire units from this angle in the past. And I don't think the Trollster Axos have a line of sight here on Joran's or MP's forces. This hill is in their way. It's a neat idea, but I think you can get just as many kills by deploying them down here. Cashmere's range is being fired upon. Elderly Archers trying to take out the Cashmere's Rangers. Okay, Elderly Archers has killed about 25 Cashmere's Rangers. Actually 35. Yep. Okay, attackers trying to provide cover. The troops as they move them up. Both Belka shield bearer units get to engage. And Virax is retreating. It is 68 to 71. Do you know Troll says, who's that? Of course, that Blackguard's firing in. Targeting the Archers of Rivendell. Not the unit I would have targeted with my Corsair Blackguard personally. It's amazing Vivrax hasn't lost too many ranges, given where they've been standing the whole time. It is very hard to believe. Now, if the Rangers have moved forward a little bit, I think actually it could be the reason that they haven't suffered too many casualties because they haven't been at the ledge. Because had they been at the ledge, you could tell how many arrows would hit them by basically looking at these arrows right now. So standing here seems to be a good spot for any archer unit. We're going to trust those down to 40. Not that many archers. Well, they should be. Targeting the Recon Soliders. Not a bad idea. They're all bloodied up, but I don't think they've lost any troops as of yet. Azog's in danger of being taken out here. He's a little bit exposed to those elderly archers. Okay guys, so will the defenders be able to hold out here? Elderly, we're down to 71. Despite more on the archer fight, they're standing up well to it. Okay, we've got the God Helm now joining the fray, but will they be shooting at it one day? No one, did they switch their targets? God, Trollstro Axo is here reloading. The Beasts of Gorgoroth are still alive. They're moving up. Temple Guard I saw in the fight before, but they still have ammunition. That is surprising to see. Okay, the general's in the Beast of Gorgoroth unit. That's really odd. Oh, just missed him. Very lucky. Where is the... What are they shooting at? I don't know who the god helm is shooting at. Maybe they're trying to target the Beast of Gorgoroth, but because they're so far apart and all over the place, it could be really screwing around with the targeting of the archers. Our captain's leading the charge up the hill. The defenders have fallen back. As they fired as one wave there. Knocked over most of the course their crossbow. Trollstro Axio's down to 46. What are they targeting? Guys with Skillia. Strange target. I thought they're going for the God Helm myself. Oh, one of the Beasts of Gorgoroth was just taken down. And now the Beasts of Gorgoroth are running amok.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
That's surprising. Is this still cooking? I really wonder what killed him. What are they targeting? Are they targeting the Harmigers of Casimir? It's possible they're trying to target the Harmigers of Casimir. Okay, now they're targeting the Allied High for sure. God helm knocked the Allied High on his butt. And he's down for the count. I don't see any Nazgul in the fray. Not here anyway. 75 to 77. So I'm surprised that MP brought up the trebuchet so much. Now he's trying to save it, but says to me he still has ammunition. Okay, Joran is trying to cover the trebuchet's escape. The other enemy archers still have ammunition. They had their bows out before. The Artillery Rangers out of ammunition probably should be sent into the fight. We got some Bruno and River Wards, a full unit here from Joran coming in. Defenders stacking up the ranks. Likewise on the attacking side. The attackers have got to push like there's no tomorrow. Okay, it looks like he's struggling to get the fire. Animal Saunders targeting the God Helm.
We're under attack!
Shall we say damaged? 8% and 6%. All cars down to 1. It is surprising to see that the trebuchet can't seem to fire.
Seems almost certain.
The attacker's trying to put as much pressure on them as possible. Yeah, that is really surprising. Trollshire Axos could destroy the trebuchet here. Okay, Crew's down to 22. Okay, he's lucky. Crew's down to 17. They're relatively clear. They're clear. 79 to 78. Trollshire Axo is getting some good hits here on the guards of Skiliath. We got, what else we got here, Danny? Everyone crossbow shooting out. Casimir's Rangers, I thought I saw them firing. For some reason I thought there might be a Dunian Shadowbows here, but I haven't seen them so far. Who are the Relic of the Marksman firing at? Okay, crew was down to 14 men. Liverak still has plenty of troops left. Yeah, some Naru and Naru's, is it Royal Guard or Sentinels? Sentinels, okay. God, Helm's pretty buddied up, but they still got ammunition, but Joran isn't firing just yet. We probably should fire in soon. You think MP would need to get this trebuchet targeting the reinforcements. They got a bunch coming up. But nothing yet. Oh, let's just kind of turn speed it there just because it's a little bit grindy. What else is coming down? The Battle with Axe Guard. Sorry, unfortunate text. Elderly Spearman. See it. For some reason, that Dunedain Troll Slayer ammunition. Almost has a body piercing quality to it. We got a troll drummer still alive. I thought they were all dead. He's got to be dead soon. You have to think. Oh yes. Cave trolls and snow trolls. 82 to 80. Trebuchet fired after all. And it was a pinpoint shot. just cleared the front rank of defenders. Well, your well-placed shots when you need it most. More troops coming in. Okay, Trebuchet. Oh, no, they're trying to fire. Okay, so one general's down. Could be Rudolph's. The shiny blades of the Valiant Axe Guard in the fray. To 82. Oh, good volley there from the Trollshire Axos, taking out a number of the Citadel Guard. Citadel Guard staying too close for comfort. Rudar making him pay for it. Trebuchet struggling to get a shot. How they managed to fire is a bit how they managed to fire before. Now a bit of a mystery, so they can't fire now. Patrol's coming in again.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Sentry's getting in there. Fountain Guard. Well, no, we're not in Honor Guard there, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say, it's a bit of a gamble to come from this direction, so they're pretty exposed here. Some Scourge Raiders making them pay for that. Now, if Jeff still has the Witches could theoretically take out this entire unit of Melting Honor Guard. Really exposed. Probably javelins are firing into. Melting Honor Guard might be safe, but the Witches I still feel could get a good shot here. And if this right flank collapses, I think it's game over for the defenders. To 89 to 86. Okay, they took out a number of the Elden Swordmasters. Well, they lost almost 30 men. Guards advancing mainly for self-preservation, trying to use the attackers as a shield. If they retreat, they're dead. It's good fire there from the attackers. Slow down just for a second. Just trying to see where the Witches could be. I'm not seeing them around here. You know, there's about 4 alive before. There's nothing else down here. So they're either there or I missed them. Or they might have been taken out earlier and we just didn't see it. Both they are things now in the battle. Citadel Guard, a little bit too far back from the line. Good volley there from the Reforged Scourge Raiders. And Troll Short Axos. Yeah, it's a third attacking general to fall. Trebuchet still has ammunition. Oh, there's the witches. There they are. They were hiding. And Trebuchet took one of them out, I think. Yep. They did. I think we've got the God Helm trying to take him out. Here we go. We're trying to fire. Yeah. Right now he's doing his best to fire, and every time they're trying to fire, he's saying objective complete. Even here, it's a bit iffy. He might be able to have a shot if he places the witches here to the left of the Gorgorous carcass. He's tried here for some elevation, but it's not really paying off. MP, he has a choice here. If he can fire, I don't know if he's going to fire or not. But the witches or the Freudian javelins, which one would you go after if you could shoot? That's the question. No. What's the purpose of this, you wonder? To hinder the attack? To turn one big choke point into 3. It's not the worst idea in the world. Most of the Trebuchet crew is still alive. Okay, MP turned those Trebuchets into effective axe throwing shield. They're absorbing all the axes from the Reforged Scourge Raiders. They pretty much nullified a decent weapon the attackers had in their arsenal. It's pretty ingenious. Definitely saved a lot of lives and kept the defenders in the fight far longer. See them absorbing a bit of arrow fire too. Might even intercept some witcher fire as well, if the witches do manage to get going. What's about the other thing going? Alright, it's 94 to 91. The defenders doing their best, but the attackers are breaking through. And they're falling back all the way here. There's a handful of defending troops still alive. Alright, the attackers are through and they're coming this way. Good luck really using the witches at this point. Grey Company will be killed momentarily.
Our general has been captured. We must secure his release by defeating our foe.
goes MP's general. Frodham and Jefferson were waiting for these guys to come out of the gate there. Oh no, they went out of the gate to intercept the witches. Looks like there's... okay, 2 witches are still alive. Alright guys, the final defense has begun. The Citadel Guard has made a habit of rushing forward and rushing back whenever the attackers have tried to send up some witches, or in this case, Trollshow axe throwers. The Frodham Javelins have done their best to try and get going, but it doesn't seem like they can fire through the gate at all. Otherwise, they would have done so already. Now, because the defenders have retreated back here, it's basically cancelled out all the best units that the attackers really have left. Most of these units they have are skirmishers, first and foremost, and they can't use them. And isn't this funny? Harminger's Casimir, the only unit left still alive, is the Umbarian General. So Fortuna Chicks is very fortuitous with his general today. I'm proud of that pun, I don't care what you say. I can't really see where this battle is going, so I think I will time 6 speed it to the end here. This just will be exceedingly grindy towards the end. Okay guys, the attackers have sallied out. They've actually been fighting in an area where we can't see it. There's some sort of gap between the length of the doorway to this final defending, this final last stand, whatever this house is. Call it a palace. Yeah, okay. This gate to the palace is pretty thick because there was a battle going on inside the gate that was taking seemingly forever. We couldn't really see what was going on, so I had to cut that part out and just come back when the attackers became visible. Sorry, when the defenders became visible as they were selling out towards the end here. It's 96 here to 94. Okay, witches managed to fire there. So they just scraped the defenders there. So as they move forward, it should make it easier for the witches to get a shot on them. I'm not sure where they are though. I think maybe the witches are dead. I saw them fall before.
The enemy army flees that the battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Okay, it looks like the defenders are sallying out here. We're going to have a final fight outside, it seems.
Tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Okay. Fortuna Trix, his general is gone. 97 to 96.
It's time to awed by the victory we have won here today.
So that was a marathon of a siege there. Congratulations to Joran, who got 3,389 kills. Vivarax, 3,072. MP Bekami 13, 3,104. Jev here got 760. Stilo, 922. Tsunami, 787. Fortuna Chicks, 818. Or Fortuna Tex. The Effin Emperor, 580. Looking at the kill count there, God Helm 315, Eldanwy Archers 210, Norentina Warriors range from 76 to 272, Archers of Rivendell 180, Gwaithai Marine 416, Eldanwy Swordmasters 104, Gwaithai Arthane 135, Eldanwy Spearmen range from 92 to 130, Maris Sentries 70 to 145, Maris Guardians 99, 106 and 286, I think, and 93. And Swords of Rivendell, impressively, got 283 and 217 respectively. So, well done to Joran, Vivarax and MP on that marathon of a siege. That was really incredible, guys. Well done. Thank you to Joran for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.